Well, what is going on, gang? Welcome back to A Therapeutic Edge. It is very nice to have you here. It has been a very long time. Life gets in the way. My passion for sharp objects has not diminished at all. But there was a stretch there where I simply couldn't afford to stay invested in this hobby, and things were going on in life that required my full attention. That has settled down a little bit. And in the time since I have spoken to you last, I have picked up some new stuff. So over the next weeks and couple of months, I'm going to share that with you. My intention is to get back involved with the pass-around groups. Folks like Lefty EDC and various other people, there's pass-around groups where the new stuff gets passed around. I've been out of that for a while, but I'm hoping to get back into it. One of the things that I picked up recently, and it has been quite a while since I bought a We Knife. Excuse me while I make some noise over here. We went through a stretch where I was not interested in what they were doing at all. And so I kind of didn't care, but then I saw this. And this is beautiful. This is the Swiftfin from the folks at We Knives, and it is a really excellent cutting tool. Now, it is expensive. These are $310 something dollars. But it's my size. You gotta like holes. If you don't, this is not the knife for you, but I do. In this instance in particular. Now, please note, all of the knives that you're gonna see over the next, I think, 2 or 3 months, I've had these a while. I've been carrying them. None of them are unboxings. These are stuff that I just own, and I wanted to share with you guys. So let's start, as I said, with the Swiftfin here. What do you get? Well, it's interesting how out of practice I get at this. Let's see how we do, shall we? You get CPM 20 CV on the blade, and it is a relatively lean slice of 20 CV, which means as tall as this is, it comes down to a very nice edge. This is an excellent cutting tool. It's all titanium. It's running on bearings. It's got the little We logo right there at the pivot. And again, on the pocket clip, it's got a little spot back here for a lanyard if you do that sort of thing. I don't, but you might. It's a frame lock, as you can see, and this one came locked up at about 40%. Really good spot. Lockup is perfect. I've had this for a little while now. I've never had to tighten it, tune it, adjust it, or anything. I haven't taken it apart yet either. I will eventually. This is just an excellent knife. Now, as you can see, there's some micro milling right in this groove right here. It matches on both sides and down the base of the scales there. See that? Gives it a little texture, a little something to grab onto. The snap is excellent. You can deploy this that way, but because of how short the little deployment hole is here, this is it's really hard to just roll out, for instance. So you got to get your finger right here, this little end, and you can pop it open. But in this case, this really subtle flipper tab, there's not a lot going on there, seems to do an excellent job. Let's get some specs out of the way, and we'll do some size comparisons. Oh, that is dirty. How dare I? All right. You get 3.5 inches of cutting on 3 3/4 inches of CPM 20 CV. The grip area from behind that flipper tab is coming in at just shy of 4 inches, 3.8 inches. Knife overall from tip to tail is a nice length. We are talking about 9, just dead on 9 inches. This is really nice. Where this thing shines is how lean it is, right? A little backspacer back here, get a little jimping on it. Oh, there's some jimping in. There isn't actually any jimping up here. Anyway, there's some jimping back here, which is just a style point. Smooth blade here. As you can see, it's kind of a, it's kind of a drop point, but it's got a little bit of a spear to it. Not quite clip, right? It's a flat. Swedge up here is beautiful. Everything is milled. Everything is soft except where you want it to be sharp. It's got a choil here. If you've got really tiny fingers, that's a forward choil. Otherwise, that is just a sharpening choil. The blade itself is stonewashed or blasted, which is really nicely done. It's not glossy, but it's not dull either. Let's do some size comparisons. Here it is against a full size grip. As you can see, the Swiftfin is considerably larger. And here it is against the bug out. Right. So, I mean, as you can see, the Swiftfin is a large knife. What do I have on the table that's large? Well, for reasons that will be apparent if you watch my channel for a while, I have an 8010 handy. 8010 is a big knife. The Swiftfin is equally as large. However, having said that, it's much, much leaner. Right, so let's see how lean it really is. I got my handy calipers here. These are, of course, exceptionally high-end No, these are really cheap, but let's see. Right here at the thickest spot, we're talking about 12.3 millimeters, which is, less than half an inch. Blade stock. What is the blade stock on this thing? Blade stock, right back here at the thickest spot, is coming in at 3 millimeters even. That's nice and lean. It is very slicey. Do I have anything to slice handy? No, but I have a printer nearby and I can steal a piece of paper. It is really slicey. I mean, it's just an excellent cutting tool. Let's weigh it, because that's something we do here on the channel. The old Weight Watchers scale, back in action. I have missed doing this. I really have. All right, let's see. Swiftfin comes in at 5.5 ounces, which is, it's a lot of titanium. It's a big knife. And so that's not surprising. It's not too ridiculous either. Let's see, what can we compare it against? How about an Umnumzan? The Umnumzan is 5 ounces, so this weighs a little more than the Umnumzan, but as you can see, dimensionally, it is way bigger, right? 5.5 ounces isn't bad. The pocket clip is about as deep carry as you'd want, right? It is milled titanium. It sinks into the pocket nicely. Let's grab something here. This will do. Right, as you can see, not a lot of knife sticking out. Enough, but not a lot. Pocket clip itself is a really nice shape, and it's got good ramp and good spring. Interestingly, I can't show this to you because I don't have a flashlight handy, which is stupid. Oh, yes, I do. Have you guys seen these? This is the EDC 27 from Nightcore. This is an excellent flashlight. If you look in there, interestingly enough, you will see, if it'll focus, there we go, that there's actually milling on the inside of the scales, even with all these crazy holes. Sorry about the flash. They really put the work in on this. And in fact, can you guys see that? On the pivot collar, there's texture. It's just gorgeous. It's just beautiful. If this is the kind of stuff that We is going to do, then they will have my attention again. You see, for a long time, I don't even have any at this point. We got into the same trap, as far as I'm concerned, that all the other, Artisan and Riot even, and all these companies got into, where they were making knives that were this big and charging a lot of money for them. I don't want small knives. I want stuff like this. And, and that's what they did. And so, if We is going to keep doing this, I will keep coming back. Anyway, this is the We Swiftfin, an excellent knife from the folks over at We. It is well made, well designed, very comfortable in hand, exceptionally slicey, and expensive. But if you're looking for something that does, it kind of wins on both the functionality and the style points department, the Swiftfin might be the knife for you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Keep your eye on the channel. There's a bunch of new stuff coming. Hope you guys are having a great day. And remember, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. We'll see you next time.